Going on, guys? JK Drip Mode, and today I am going to do a quick, tiny, very primitive diorama for a collection that I've had for years. But before I get into that, I'm just excited that today I reached 100 vlogs, and I started vlogging just as an experiment. And my direction of the vlog really didn't have any direction besides just capturing my everyday activities, everyday life. But then I noticed that that wasn't the niche that my channel was thriving on. So then now I'm gonna be focused way more on this world. You know, since I've moved to Austin, this has become not just a hobby but a therapy for me. Especially when you move into a new city, you don't know that much people, and you really can't find the things that you are into. Like for me, for instance, I'm from Miami, so I'm into dancing, I'm into the beach, and those things are not really. Unfortunately, I can't find those things in Austin. So I adopted a hobby that I used to do for a very long time when I was in my teens, and I brought it back. So that explains this whole transition from going from travel vlogging, everyday vlog, to now focusing my vlogs mostly on toy collecting and building dials for these figures. So again, I want to say thank you, because today reached 100 vlogs. My subscriptions have gone higher than normal, and I thank you guys for all your love and feedback. You guys have been reaching out to me, asking me questions. I mean, some of y'all I even met in person, and some of y'all I've become virtual friends online on Instagram. And I love you guys. Thank you guys for supporting what I like to do, because I'm sure a lot of you guys that are watching are into the same things that I'm into in regards to this world. Enough of that. Now let's get back to today's dial. Now today's dial, as you can see, my room is getting pretty crazy, and I'm always trying to figure out how to like incorporate my collection and making it all balanced and not look like I don't want to look like a hoarder, but I am a collector. So what I do is I try to make my toys fit in its proper environment, so I build the dials for them. So today's dial is going to be focused on the Twisted Land of Oz, and these toys were made by McFarlane. I think it's early 2000. Yeah, I think early 2000. This is gonna be a quick and simple dial, nothing out of this world. I never really used grass in any of my dials, and I want to start incorporating some elements of grass, dirt, just to step out of the concrete life of these toys. Just for this particular dial, because of the particular space that I have, I'm not going to use a real thick typical project foam that I normally use on most of my dials. I'm using this. It's a regular project foam poster board. They use this for science fairs. This is the black one, and I'm going to be using they call it moss, preserved moss. This will give the idea that I have for this dial a little bit more life. So let's get to it. So see this space right here? This is the space I gotta work with. So that's supposed to be the moon, but yeah, this is the space I gotta play with. So I'm gonna make this a little bit more interesting. So the space that I have is 13 by 20. These are the Land of Twisted Oz, made by Todd McFarlane. I've had these guys for a while. So as you can see here, I put many different layers of tree, of sap, of grass, and yeah, so I'm tapping it so whatever excess could fall out. So the point was I wanted to make it a yellow brick road. I wanted to make it kind of a hunting looking one, and I think I got it right. I think the only thing I could do is probably put some cobwebs, and then I'm gonna start placing these guys, you know. So that's safe. So what I'm gonna do now is, with all these branches, I'm gonna start creating some webs. So what I do is get the hot glue gun, hit it at one point, and drag it, and it'll create this web-like effect. Alright, so this is the area, and got one of these lights. Ideally, I think I'm gonna do a background, but this is supposed to be like the moon, so give it some type of moonlight setting.